Let me tell you something. You weren't born just to pay bills and die. You were born to leave something behind. The question is not how long you will live, but what will live on after you. See, legacy isn't about fame. It's not about millions of followers or your name in lights. Legacy is about impact. It's the echo of your courage, the fingerprint of your kindness, the story your actions will tell when you're no longer here to speak. When your time is up, what will the world say about you? Will they say you lived with purpose? That you gave your best? That you helped someone rise while you were still climbing? You don't need to be perfect to leave a mark. You just need to be committed to something greater than yourself. Live with fire in your heart and service in your hands. Don't die full of dreams. Die empty, because you poured out your gifts, your lessons, your love, and your purpose. This is your time. Not someday. Not later. Right now. Make the decision to live a life that will outlive you. When we think about life, most of us focus on how many years we'll get. We obsess over time. How much we have, how fast it's going, how little there seems to be. But the truth is, life isn't measured by the number of years you live, but by the impact those years leave behind. Your lifespan might end in a number, but your legacy is timeless. It continues breathing through the lives you've touched, the wisdom you've passed on, and the change you dared to create. Think about the people who've shaped your life. Many of them aren't around anymore, yet their words still guide you. Their love still comforts you. Their stories still inspire you. That's legacy. It's not carved in marble or written on a gravestone. It's carved into the hearts of others, etched into actions, into values, into bold choices. You don't need to be rich or famous to leave a legacy. You just need to live with intention, compassion, and courage. Every day, you are writing the story that people will remember when you're gone. The question is, are you writing a story worth rereading? Are you planting seeds that will grow long after you're gone? Legacy is built in silence, in the sacrifices no one sees, in the moments you lift someone else up when you're down yourself, in the dreams you dared to chase even when it scared you. It's the ripple effect of your life. So don't just aim to exist. Don't just survive. Don't just chase things that will die with you. Instead, focus on what will live through you. Focus on what will echo after you're gone. Let your actions speak louder than your absence. Let your values outlast your presence. Because when your time is up, the world shouldn't just know you were here. It should feel it. People spend so much time trying to add more years to their life, but they forget to add more life to their years. You can live 90 years and never make a dent in the world, or you can live 30 and leave behind a legacy that outlives centuries. It's not about how long you walk this earth. It's about what you do while you're here. Some of the most impactful people in history didn't live long lives, but their message, their mission, their energy still lives in classrooms, in minds, and in hearts. There's this illusion that we have time, that we'll do it tomorrow, that we'll make the call next week, that we'll pursue our dream once the timing is perfect. But legacy doesn't wait for the calendar. Legacy is built in the now. You don't get to choose how much time you get, but you do choose how you use the time you have. The clock is ticking, but the real question is, are you using those ticks to build something that lasts, or just watching time go by? People will not remember you for how many followers you had or how fancy your house was. They will remember how you made them feel, how you showed up when it mattered, how your words sparked courage when they were close to giving up. That's what lasts. No one rewinds your life and says, they lived a long time. They say, they changed my life. They say, they believed in me. They say, because of them, I didn't quit. That's the power of legacy. Too many people are focused on leaving behind things, money, titles, possessions. But things fade, they break, they get replaced. What people carry with them is who you were, your consistency, your voice, your lessons, your energy. That's what keeps living after you've gone. Longevity is about survival. Legacy is about impact. One adds time to your life. The other adds meaning to everyone else's. You are not here by accident. You didn't just show up to take up space, pay bills, and pass time. You are the product of survival, of resilience, of dreams that were too big to die. Somebody before you prayed for you, bled for you, sacrificed for you. Your ancestors, your parents, your community. They passed the baton of possibility into your hands. You carry the hopes of those who came before you and the responsibility to pass on something even stronger to those who will come after. Inside you, there is more than just talent. There is legacy DNA. Greatness was stitched into your spirit long before you knew what to do with it. But here's the truth. Greatness is not automatic. It doesn't show up just because it's in your blood. It needs to be claimed. It needs to be awakened. That fire inside you, that voice that keeps whispering you were made for more. That's the greatness calling you out of comfort, calling you out of fear, calling you to rise above the excuses and step into purpose. You are a bridge between generations, the living proof that the past was not in vain and the present has power. When you heal, generations heal. When you choose courage, your children and their children inherit that mindset. You're not just building for yourself. You're laying the foundation for lives you may never even meet. And that's not pressure. That's power. The power to interrupt cycles. The power to introduce new visions. The power to plant seeds of greatness in others through the example of your own transformation. You don't have to be perfect to carry greatness. You just have to be willing to grow, to lead, to rise after falling. Your story, your struggle, your survival, it's fuel. Someone is watching you. Someone is depending on you. Someone is learning how to fight because they see you refusing to quit. Don't underestimate the power of your existence. You are somebody's reason to believe. You are a living prophecy of progress. Too many people walk through life hiding their brilliance like it's a burden. They dim their light to fit in, to avoid judgment, to stay small. But your light was never meant to be hidden. It was meant to shine. There's someone right now, drowning in doubt, praying for hope, starving for strength. And you might be the only person they'll ever hear it from in a way that reaches them. You can't afford to play it safe. You can't afford to be silent when your story can set someone else free. You don't need to be perfect to shine. You just need to be real. Your truth has power. Even the broken parts, especially the broken parts. The same pain you've survived is the exact thing that can heal someone else. But if you bury it, if you pretend you've never struggled, you rob others of the map they need. Your scars are proof that healing is possible. Your journey is not just for you. It's a manual for someone else's breakthrough. We live in a world where too many people are wearing masks, pretending everything's fine, living lives that aren't even theirs. But the moment you show up with your authentic self, the moment you choose truth over image, something shifts. You give others permission to do the same. You ignite a fire that spreads. Your voice becomes a mirror for others to see who they really are. You become a lighthouse, not by having all the answers, but by refusing to let your fire die out in a world full of darkness. There's a reason you've overcome what you've overcome. There's a reason your voice carries the tone it does. There's someone out there whose future is attached to your courage. But they'll never find the path if you keep hiding yours. You've been through too much to stay silent now. You've learned too many lessons to stay quiet. The world doesn't need more noise. It needs more truth. Your light, your truth, your realness. That's what transforms people. Every day you wake up, you're sowing seeds. The words you speak, the choices you make, the way you treat people, they're all seeds being planted into the soil of life. And whether you realize it or not, someone will one day eat the fruit of what you're planting today. The question is, will it nourish them? or poison them? Will it inspire them or discourage them? Will it push them forward or pull them back? Because impact isn't something you schedule later. It's something you build daily. You may never see the full harvest of the seeds you plant. That's the nature of legacy. It grows beyond your eyesight. Maybe you mentor someone and they go on to lead thousands. Maybe you show kindness to a stranger and change the trajectory of their day or their life. Maybe your child hears your words echo years from now and makes a decision that changes your entire family line. You won't always be there for the results, but if you plant with purpose, the world will feel your presence long after you're gone. We live in a world obsessed with instant results. People want recognition now, applause now, validation now. But real impact takes time. The tallest trees grow slow, but they last through every storm. You don't need to be seen to make a difference. You need to be faithful. Faithful to your mission. Faithful to your values. Faithful to the quiet moments where no one's watching, but everything you do still matters. Legacy is not built in the spotlight. It's built in the shadows, where character is grown and seeds are sown in silence. When you speak life into someone, when you encourage a dream, when you take time to lift others, you're planting something that multiplies. Impact is contagious. One act of courage becomes another. One kind word turns into a ripple that reaches shores you'll never see. You may never know the power of a moment you created, but that doesn't mean it didn't matter. Seeds don't ask for attention. They just need good soil and time. And when planted from the heart, they become movements. So many people spend their lives focused on what they can leave for others. Cars, money, houses, titles, trophies. But those things fade. They get old. They break down. They lose value. What truly lasts is not what you leave for people, but what you leave in them. Character, confidence, courage. These are the gifts that don't rust, don't expire, and don't get lost in the chaos of life. They become part of a person's soul. And that's the kind of legacy that echoes through generations. When you speak into someone's potential, when you look them in the eyes and tell them they matter, that they're enough, that they were born to do something great, you plant something eternal inside them. That seed becomes a voice they carry forever. A voice that reminds them to stand tall when life knocks them down. A voice that whispers, "Keep going," when their own strength is gone. A voice that tells them, "You've got what it takes." Long after you're gone, your voice becomes their fuel. You don't need a stage to impact lives. You don't need a spotlight to be someone's turning point. The way you live, the way you love, the way you show up, that's your legacy being written in real time. When people leave your presence, they should feel stronger, not smaller, braver, not broken, seen, not forgotten. Because every interaction is a chance to deposit value into someone's life, something they can draw on long after you've left the room. You are a walking message. Every day, your attitude, your energy, your actions, they speak. The question is, what are they saying? Are you building people up or tearing them down? Are you passing on fear or planting faith? Are you leaving memories or depositing meaning? Because long after the bank accounts are emptied and the material things are gone, what will matter most is how you made people feel and what you left inside them when the world tried to take everything away. So I challenge you today. Don't just aim to be remembered. Aim to be felt. Let your life become a living legacy, not someday, but right now. Speak life. Build people. Stand for something greater than your own comfort. Be the reason someone believes again. Be the proof that one person can make a difference. Because, at the end of it all, you won't be judged by what you had, but by what you gave. You won't be celebrated for the things you left behind, but for the lives you lifted while you were here. Live full. Die empty. Pour out every ounce of your potential, every drop of your purpose, every bit of the greatness that lives inside of you. The clock is ticking, but legacy is timeless. Live a life that will outlive you.